Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Lee Pepper. Hey, Peaches. Hey, Emmanuel. Hey, Imani. Hey, you ain't nothing but a born dog. Howling all the time. You ain't nothing but a born dog. Howling all the time. Hey, child. I named this video. She's not called Treecy for the T. You know, for nothing. The T is for titties. Child, Treecy was drunk, I think it was last night, and did a live. She had been out kicking it and stuff, real, real hard. And she came back to her cabin and she was drunk, doing a live. And when she was doing her live, she gave us an old accidental titty slip. Okay. So I know the guys are loving that. Jay Wilson, he contacted her and told her to take it down. He didn't want her to get it struck because he figured that she didn't know that her titty was hanging out. You ready for your night medicine? Yeah. And he figured that she didn't know, which she didn't. She took it down, but honey, Lipstick Alley got it. Okay, over there on Lipstick Alley, they showing it over there, child. Okay, yeah. But we all knew that was gonna happen. I've heard throughout, you know, being on YouTube, different guys from different places, they talk about when she be on vacation, her titty will pop out. Okay, so the guys be kind of waiting on that. I think it's funny, but Daquan, he's not in here tonight. He the one made me aware of what the men be talking about, child. And so, that's how I know. Because she had him blocked. He asked me to have her to, because she unblocked him. He don't know what he has said to her, but he apologized through me. So when I told him her to unblock him, she did, and he was happy, child. And I was over there on the gaming channel with him, because I don't know what the hell he be playing over there, but I do go through there to rest sometime. That's one of my pit stops. Because I go over there and head out. And me and him, we talk sometime, when I be over there. He pretty cool. So I don't know if he got his eyes full, because he said that's what he be looking for. Okay. I'm just saying. But she wear the pretty, those revealing swimming suits and things like that. And when you wear stuff like that, it might happen. It is what it is. But she said that she would try to keep covered up when she go out, on the festivities that she's doing on the cruise, that she'll try to make sure she keep them in when it's kids present. But, when there ain't no kids present, I guess she ain't worrying about that. Okay. She seemed to be having a ball. And there ain't nothing wrong with traveling by yourself. You know, you ain't got to worry about nobody telling your secret. And she got these bitches so mad. These big ass hoes and these skinny, fucked up body hoes. They is hating so bad on her. And she do the same shit every year. She go out there and she wear her bikini, her swimming suits. And she be, she's a water baby. And she like to show her shit. Now all these bitches is talking about how bad built she is. And all that other bullshit that they be saying. Y'all bring y'all bad ass out here with one of those swimsuits on like she wear. Y'all big unhappy body asses out here with your pretty little see-through stuff on that don't leave nothing to the imagination and walk around in your swimming suit. You bad bitches. Okay. And that go for you niggas too. Put some swimming trunks on and show us what you working with, since what she working with y'all don't like. All the rest of these bitches on here too scared to come out here in their swimming suit. And Treecy do the same goddamn shit every motherfucking year. Now what's the goddamn problem? Okay. What's the goddamn problem? Batista. I like to see her. I like to see her flouncing around in her pretty little outfits and stuff. Half naked. It ain't many women out here young and old doing that shit. But they got a whole lot of shit to say. Treecy, keep doing you, Treecy. Keep making these hoes mad. Okay? And child, it's just March. And we got to deal with this shit all the way to about September. Or these bitches being mad and talking about how bad built she is. But they won't show us no better built. Ain't that ignorant? Okay, that's enough of Treecy. Keep on doing you, girl. Keep on having your fun. Okay? And they mad because she asked for money. That's what everybody else do. Why come she can't ask for no money? She on vacation. Don't y'all want her to have a good time? And if you ain't gonna send no money to her, shut the fuck up. Because it ain't none of your goddamn business. Okay? Ain't none of your goddamn business. If she beg every day on this trip, which I would be, I'd be begging. I ain't gonna tell no lie. Everybody else begging. Damn it. Okay. Meow. She making these bitches mad. She's still making them mad. And ain't a goddamn thing they can do about it. But sit there with them red-eyed devils, and be mad and look at her and all of this and doing all this and doing all that. Like SD say. Bapping like hoes. That's what they be doing. They can't stand that girl. Okay? But they ain't stopping shit. They ain't never liked her. This ain't nothing new. We go through this time and time again. And I hope she take another goddamn trip before we get cold. And make these bitches nose bleed because they so mad. Okay? Get out, Treecy. Okay? I love going in these, sitting up in the clouds, going in different channels, and they be talking about her. Be mad. Who they be mad? She ain't but one person. There's a whole lot of other people on here y'all can be mad at. Be mad at Treecy. Why? I don't get it. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to go with my little announcements. Okay. Skokahontas is having a silhouette contest, and that's on the 21st of February. I mean, of March. I'm yeah, March is March, and I can't wait for that to happen. Now, the last I talked to her, because I did speak with her on a panel, and she said so far that the pot that she has is $200, but I'm sure it'll be more than that, because she be giving them big pots over there. Oh, you like $1,000, okay? And I think the silhouette would be a good contest to look at because we're not going to see no boobs sticking out, popping out. No, that kind of, we're not going to be, it's not going to be none of that. It's just going to show a silhouette. So they might be dancing, they might be on poles, they might be doing splits, they might be doing a whole lot of things, but it'll be the silhouette of you. And I think that's going to be, good, clean fun, you know. And the people, I guess you got to be kind of use your imagination if you're going to participate in it because you want to do your best silhouette poses and things like that. So we'll see how it go. I think it's going to be a good one. Okay, and then Isha having her passion party in Atlanta. And I think the ticket's like $55. It's May the 17th. Um, there's going to be a jacuzzi. This is adult entertainment. So, whatever that passion party is, I haven't talked to Isha. But if I do get on a panel, I'm going to ask her, what the hell is a passion party? Because out on the streets, they talking about it's a sex party, but she says it's not no sex party. And then plus a sex party would cost more than $55 to get in. And that's how much her thing is cost. And like with the purchase of your ticket, you'll get one free drink. After that, your drinks are $5 a piece. And like you get to eat free. Well, it's not free because it's in you $55, okay? So that's all I got to say about that. Another thing, you guys, this happened since the last time I spoke with you guys. There was a rapper in Texas, and he was unalived along with his 5-year-old daughter. Today they got the guys that did it. They are charging them with capital murder, and that can be, it could be either life in prison or, the death penalty. So, child, the men they just run. They said they did in broad daylight. I'm glad they caught them, so this can settle down. It's kind of depressing, to see a man that young go, and then for them to shoot that child up like that. That's a mess. They don't take that many. They shot like 20 some times. And they was not trying not to hit that child. They did what they wanted to do. And people like that do not need to be walking the streets, okay? If you're man enough to do it, you're man enough to do time. Or a woman. It could have been a woman. If you're man or if you're human enough to do it, you ought to be human enough to take the consequences. Because it's consequences for anything you do. Okay? Another thing I want to tell you guys, I told you guys that Thaddeus Matthew passed away. And he is the cussing preacher. And he is the man I told you guys that sex tape came out on him while he was in the hospital. And he had to apologize to his daughter and his grandchild. He had to apologize to everybody in the USA. But he passed away. With child on the news today in the Memphis News, they had on there where a porch parrot stole some packages off his daughter porch or either his porch, I don't know. But I think it was the daughter house. She had ordered some stuff for the funeral, and what it was, a porch parrot stole it. But they had a picture of him, come on to the ring. And another thing, like when the guy walked up to the porch, it made an alarm sound, and it startled him, but he went on and got that package. Do you hear me? He went on and did what he had to do. Well, when when Thaddeus' daughter was on the news telling about it, she said that what was in the packages were ties for the pallbearers, gloves for the pallbearers, and teddy bears. And instead of you have like it's their corsages, I guess they're gonna have them little teddy bears on it. That'll be cute. Never thought about doing that. Okay. Yeah. In in this bitch. Okay. And I looked at a little bit of his wife's live. I didn't get to watch much of it because I'm trying to do everything before I came live. Because if I didn't, I wasn't gonna do it tonight. Okay. Well, she have been getting like women has been calling his phone and stuff, and she said if y'all don't quit calling his phone, women, the man is dead. Quit calling his damn phone. Y'all know he dead. Why is y'all doing that? And you whores that got husbands and shit like that, she gonna start putting y'all phone numbers out here, child. And them texts and shit that on the internet. So y'all settle down. The man gone. Okay? And he ain't gonna answer his phone. His wife got his phone. Okay? Settle down. Okay? Uh, Another thing that happened since I was live was Dolly Parton's husband died. He was like 82 years old. And they've been married 60 years. And she said, like, when she moved to Tennessee, I think it was Tennessee, she said that she met him the first day she got there, she was 18 years old. And she said they just hit it off, child. And they dated a couple years and they got married. And they've been together ever since. She said they made beautiful years together. And she said that for a long time, people didn't think she was married. They thought she was lying, which I always heard she was married, but for a long, 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 long time, we never got to see her husband. So, like in the 80s and stuff, around the 80s, late 80s, she started like, showing him. But he was just a regular old smuggler guy that had like a concrete company or an asphalt company, just a regular old guy. But she met him the first day she got to Tennessee, child. And she got that man, and she kept that man for 60 years till he went on without her. But she's gonna go and meet her husband again, and they'll have eternity together. I thought that was a cute little love story. Another thing that happened since I talked to you guys, Gene Hackman died. And he was like 90, he was 90 something. And he had been married a long time. His wife was 60 something. So he had like a 30-year gap between him and his white child. He had him a young one. Well, he had been dead for some days, okay? And the way they found out about him passing is because like the dogs was outside. Somebody went by there and the dogs was outside. And I guess it was a way for them dogs to get in and out. So the dogs were not used to the people that came by the house. And so they, was like tripping. And so they got when they found out that Gene was in there dead, and when the police searched the house, his wife was in there dead too. She was in a separate room. Now I don't know about people dying the same time. Maybe it was like carbon monoxide poisoning or something like that. I don't know. I can't think of no other reason for both of them to be dead at the same time, unless somebody, unalive them. And then there was another dog that was dead. The dog was dead too. And the reason this dog died, because it couldn't get out and move around, it was in a crate. Some people put their dogs up for the night, you know, or just put your dog in the crate. Well, I guess they had put the dog in the crate, and when they passed, the dog passed because it didn't get no water or nothing. I thought that was kind of sad too. Okay. Now they haven't, there's been so many things about maybe why they passed and this and that, but they have to get the autopsy results back for us to know for sure what happened to them, and that haven't happened yet. They guesstimating the time of death, they're guesstimating the date of death and things like that. So the autopsy will give us better, more information. Because like I said, it's kind of weird if a husband and wife, both of y'all died, both of y'all in separate rooms. I don't get it. Okay. Let me see what else. Now this happened just today. Roy Ayers passed away. He was 84, and he was a jazz musician and singer. And he brought like funk, like to jazz. There's one there, that kind of jazz. He did the kind of jazz you can dance to. I mean, shake your tail feather to. And he had a lot of hits. Um, I have 45s, albums, CDs, cassettes, all that shit. I still got that shit in there. Okay, about him. He was a great artist, and I loved him. Some of the songs he had was "Running Away," "Everybody Loves the Sunshine," "Don't Stop the Feeling," "I Want to Touch You, Baby," and "You Send Me." And he made that with Carla Vaughn. That was a good hit. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. But before I came to, after I found out he passed, I did listen to some of his music, because I like him, and he'll be missed. And the way I found out that he passed was Dr. Soapy, because I get notifications for him, when he put stuff on his community wall and things like that. And he put that on his community wall a couple hours ago. And then, of course, I went online to see it for myself, and I started listening to his music. Okay. But Roy, yes, you will be missed, child. Let me see what else I got. Okay, now it's a guy in North Carolina. He's scheduled to be executed tomorrow, like at 6 p.m. He chose the firing squad. Okay. The reason he chose the firing squad is because he did not want the lethal injections, because there's been so many complaints about being so painful, and they can't find your veins, and just a mess. Okay. Well, he didn't want that way. And then he had a choice to choose lethal injection. He could have choose the electrocution. He chose he didn't want the electrocution. He said because there's been a lot of mistakes with the electrocution. People hair catching on fire. You have to do it several times, and all of this and all of that. So he did not want that. Okay. So he chose the firing squad. So we'll see if they whatever they're gonna do tomorrow. If he don't get a stay. And they said, from what I seen, it wasn't looking good for no state. Well, they say it's 6 other states that have it where a person that's convicted of a capital crime and they get the death penalty. There's 5 other states that you can choose. The literature, a firing squad, or lethal injection. Now, they used to have it hanging, but I don't know if any states still do the hanging, to give if the inmate have a choice. But I don't know because I didn't even think to look for that, because it's been some years since I heard of a death row inmate choosing to be hung. But I'm gonna research that. I'm gonna look at that and see do they still hang people. Okay. And I think the last person that I think was that I can remember it was Gary something that had the firing squad. But that's just something you won't hear about every day. We hear about the lethal injection, okay? But honey, there's still options out there. Okay. Um, if I go live tomorrow after 6 p.m., I'll let you guys know if they gave him a stay or not. Okay. Let's see what it. Okay. All right. I got all of that out the way. Oh, and the reason this guy got the death penalty is because 21 years ago he murdered his ex girlfriend's parents. He murdered his ex girlfriend's parents. He didn't get her, and they talked to her a couple of days ago, and she said she does not believe in the death penalty, but she said that she just gonna it is what it is. That there's nothing she can do about it. But she's gonna agree with the death penalty, which that's all right, you know. But that's out of our hands because our state allows it, and the jury, that's what they call for. It's what the prosecutor called for. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me drink some water. Just a second. Okay. Now another thing I found out, I was up in the cloud. Jumping from cloud to cloud a couple of days ago, and I seen Empress Janet was live. And the reason I went by there is because Rob Racknam, I've been hearing that in the YouTube sphere. And he's been locked up for a while. So when I went by there, child, she was getting a phone call from him at the time. And so they was talking and stuff. His call got dropped, but he did call right back. And he's supposed to be getting out on May the 5th. If don't anything happen. So if you Rob Rack, if you got any fans out there, I just let them know that you are getting out on the field. And I know you're gonna come out, honey. You're gonna be on fire. And child, okay, I'm through with that. All right. She was dragging Ness. And she been on Ness neck for a while, okay? Well, she had did a lab and she was talking about Ness being in that rumple when her and Heidi met up a couple of years ago. She had that rump on all them days, she had that rump on some days, okay? She didn't take it out over there flouncing around in front of this heat. Well, she talked about that, so everything all right. So I left, and child, I went back to Demetrius the next damn day. I had a notification that she was live, and Demetria had it on loop of Ness being in that romper. It was a loop where you see the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And she said she was gonna keep that goddamn reel going, that loop going for how many days that Ness had that rump on, child. Do you hear me? I passed that every time I would go through there because I would go through there to see if it was still on. Yeah, she had that goddamn reel going day after day. Do you hear me? Dimitri, you is so damn petty, but I love it. Woo, child. Okay. All right. So one day, I haven't been on here in a couple of days. So one day I've been back cooling. She had a good laugh going. Okay. Um, and then all hell broke loose. Okay. Different people started hitting the link, and Shakim, he had been up there for a while, and him and Kid Coolin was talking, and then he was talking about how he had drug Ken know the news so bad and this and that. He had said he had did that over at Rodney's. Well, see, I had been over there and listened to that lie, and Shakim, that was the biggest lie I ever told. The Kiki, and Kiki got up there and he drug the shit at you over there at Rodney's. And he drug you so bad, you was saying, "Y'all see there, you need saying the same thing. Oh no, he just need to shut up. I ain't talking to him no more. This and that." He was doing like that. He was punking up over there when uh Ken was dragging him. You know what I'm saying? After calling Ken Dick and the booty niggas and all that shit before Ken got over there. Ken drug him till he got tired, okay? Well, because I listened. I know what Kiki did. And you didn't drag like you say you dragged over there. You told her like Swamp Donkey Shakim. He talked about how you don't bath. He talked about everything. And when he was dragging you, he had drug you over there coolness too. Wait a minute. He drug him. He drug him somewhere else. Because I was in the lab when Kiki was dragging him. And I put in the chat that it was a ring. They still were trying to get the ring out that pool that they were lying like he jumped in because he really didn't get in the pool. He just didn't wash his ass. He didn't want no bath. But some kind of way got in the pool. So I say, well, since they lying like it got in the pool, I'm gonna put my lie on it. Nigga, they still trying to get that dirt ring out that swimming pool that you jump your nasty ass in. Woo child. And when Ken seen that, he laughed. Well, when Kim was up there, Dimples got up there and was dragging Kim, which is Shakim, and Dory got up there and was dragging. And so I ran over here and I made a live, one of them little 5-minute lives I made. And I said, y'all, it's going down over there, Dory. I mean, over there, cooling. Everybody fight. Men and the women. Men on men, women on women. It was a damn mess. Do you hear me? So I came over here and did one of them quick lives and told y'all, you don't see them acting up now because they acting up over there cooling, child. All right. So that's all on that. And then I started hearing about Dopey had a good live. And so I had seen that live went up, but I didn't get to go to it because I was going so many other places because I got behind on some lives and I had to catch up on some stuff. So I didn't watch Dovey at that time. But after YouTube cameras was talking about Dovey live, when I left YouTube cameras, I said, let me go back here and see what the hell Dovey talking about. Well, when I got over there, Dovey and Dovey was by herself at first, but then the title said something about like Kwani was gonna have a sit down with VS or something like that. And then Dovey put in there that VS was the creator of the beef sector. And I wish people that wasn't here when the beef sector was created to quit telling that goddamn lie. VS ain't created no motherfucking beef sector. She ain't no motherfucking founder. It was a couple of content creators that created goddamn beef sector. It wasn't no VS. VS was one of the goddamn content creators. Okay? She ain't found shit. She ain't no more found shit than other people did. And so the new people, if y'all here listening, she did not start no motherfucking beef sector. Not by her motherfucking self. Okay? It was other motherfuckers that was dragging and beefing with her. She didn't create the beef sector. She was one of the content creators that was out here dragging. Okay? Now that's goddamn as clear as I can goddamn get. But every time I see that bullshit, these folks that put on their lives and shit and the lies they tell, I'm gonna correct it. I was here. I was here before the beef sector was thought about. And I ain't the only one. How you gonna create a beef sector and you had to have somebody to beef with? So who all was you beefing with? You wasn't beefing to yourself. Damn. How much plainer can I goddamn get? And they weren't trying to form no motherfucking sector. What happened was T.S. Madison and Kaya had a show. It was called the Queen's Court. Came on every week. T.S. Madison did that show in her home. Kaya would come to her house and they would do a show. There would be people in the audience. And they would Kia would drag a different folk. And T.S. she would sit there because some of the people that Kia drug was cool with T.S. But it is what it is. That's the way the shit happened. And then her and T.S. fell out. And some of the people was on T.S. Madison's side. Some of the people that watched the participants, the subscribers, was on Kia's side. That's what made a split. Okay? I wasn't on neither side because I like both of them. I didn't pick no goddamn side. But a lot of people did. And then people start, they people against Kia. Was it against the people going with T.S. Madison? It was like that. And there was other bigger content creators that was in it. Like ATL, what's her name? Whatever her name is. Funky Deneva, several different ones. The bigger content creators. And then the people just started beefing. And then they were trying to call it think of what it was. Not low income, but some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And the people did not like that at all. It was a hell no to the no. And then they come up with the beef sector. And that's how we got to be called the goddamn beef sector. And then people start getting into it and doxing and all that kind of shit. And it is what it is. That's what happened. And some people couldn't drag. Some people had to drag dead folks. Some people had to drag kids. It is what the fuck it is. And the beef sector still do the same motherfucking shit. The beef sector still dox. The beef sector still drag kids. The beef sector still drag dead folks. It is what the fuck it is. And if you don't like the beef sector, go on and go about your business. You don't hear no beef stuff. That's what the beef sector do. But wherever you go, they do the same thing. People was doxing for the beef sector, but way before the beef sector was ever thought about. People was doxing. People were talking about kids way before the beef sector started. And people were talking about dead folk. And they still doing it. They all over YouTube. Black and the white and the Hispanic and the German, whatever it is. All the these people are doing the same goddamn thing. Even in the damn church part. They doing this shit. It is what it is. Okay? The makeup section. The coloring book section. All these goddamn places they into it. Okay? I can't get no plainer than that. Well, I went, like I said, I went by Dovies. And so Quanny was up there and they was talking. And then BS came. And at first I thought her and Quanny was going to be talking nice to each other. But child, the trait turned real quick. Because BS wanted to make it clear that she did not call for them to meet up and try to talk. That wasn't her idea. She wanted to be made clear that y'all know this, but this is Quanty want us to do this. Well, every time Quanty would say something to VS would not talk to her. She would address Dovey. You know, every time Quanty would say something to VS would talk to Dovey. Now, VS knew what she was doing because she knew that they were going to piss goddamn Quanty off. And Quanty went off like a goddamn rocket, okay? And of course, VS went on to drop down because VS is not a dragger. You know, she just not what she do. I'm just telling y'all, she don't drag. She do shit, sneaky shit. You know what I'm saying? She'll get somebody else to get back at you. Shit like that. Before it's dragging, she ain't never been able to drag. But she ain't never tried to learn how to drag. And as long as she been a YouTuber, she should be able to drag by now. Because the way that she fought before, that shit don't work anymore. People ain't scared of nobody on here. You know, there's new sheriffs and sherifettes all over YouTube. And wherever she goes, she see that. And people don't fool with her because they don't feel like going to court and all that bullshit in there. And that's go for others that like to put you in the court system. It ain't that serious. Because I ain't finna go be arguing with nobody and be sitting up in no motherfucking court over no goddamn word to a stranger I don't know. So like on that, you disengage from that person. And that's what a lot of people, when BS come back, if they seen that she was doing all that court shit, they disengage with her. And that she's having that same problem in other sectors. They don't fuck with her. And what the fuck it is. Can't get no plainer than that. You know, because anybody I would disengage with, I won't care what they said. I wouldn't say a damn thing to them. You know, if I know you're the kind of person to go put them police and the laws and shit on somebody, if I see you do somebody else like that, do you think I'm gonna? I ain't got to. I don't have to. I don't have to fuck with you. You know. Now, if you want to drag back and forth, we can drag back and forth. I ain't gonna be talking about kicking your ass, so don't be talking about kicking mine. Because if you say you're gonna kick my ass, I'm gonna go with something worse, okay? And that it is what it is. That's the way I am. And then after that, when you talk about the law, I'll holler. Put them deuces up. Me and you can't argue. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, I ain't gonna never tell nobody. Now if they tell me they're gonna kick my ass, I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna kick their ass. And I'm gonna tell them what else I'm gonna do to them. But I ain't gonna get that serious with nobody on here. Okay? If you can't take a dragon, you don't need to be in the goddamn beef sector. Simply simple. You hear me? You ain't got no business over here in the beef sector. You can't drag. Because that's what the beef sector do. And see, the B said they got when all them contests and shit. I had to, I just got the head to get them over here. Because the B said there wasn't beef. I want to see some damn cussing at each other out. They ain't doing no other kind of content. And like I said, we not the goddamn contest sector. We the beef sector. Meow meow. Kim B. We ain't here for no kumbaya and everybody get along. BW. And then we got time for that shit. And I'm gonna tell you something else I've noticed in these other sectors. The main people that's all I'm not want to beef no more. I'm tired of beefing in this and that and that and this. And a lot of them pull back. And no beefing. Well, see, they see that ain't nobody studying them. They see that it ain't like you thought you was gonna be. And they bring their black asses back out here and they dragging, okay? It is what the fuck it is. All that it's getting dark shit, it's been dark. Uh, it is what it is. But see, them pockets getting light, they ain't getting them donations, Blake. Because ain't nobody want to sit up on no boring ass live when you can go somewhere else. And it is what it is. The Beef Sector Podcast. Pretty girl Hater. Hell, I be want to see them throw down. I be wanting to jump in there. If all we gonna do is cuss each other out. And then I heard one of the content creators the other night. People was up there going, they was dragging each other. It was a hell of a drag too. And then the person that said they weren't gonna drag anymore, they got on the link. And then they were saying, why y'all doing all this? And them people weren't studying what they're doing all this and doing all that. They weren't studying that shit. They kept right on arguing. And then you know what happened? The person that said, I ain't gonna be doing this no more. I want to do better content and blah, this, all that kind of shit. Turned around and said, hell, I feel like arguing. Bitch, you feel like arguing all the goddamn time. You boring without it. You gonna lose your crew without it. We'll see. I'll let you know. I ain't calling no name, but I'll let you know. And they're putting up polls. They've been putting up polls. A lot of the ones say it's dark. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I ain't doing this no more. They putting up polls asking, do you want me to come back out here and do this? Or do you want me to sit up and not do nothing? Do I need to come live and drag a bitch? Or do I not need to drag a bitch? You figure that shit out on your own. You shouldn't need no motherfucking poll. Should nobody tell you what you want to do. You have to know what the fuck you want to do. That's some dumb shit, ain't it? Candy game. Ain't that dumb? You don't know what the fuck you want to do. So you ask all these goddamn strangers, what do you need to do about your life? What you need to do about your channel? You came into the sector beefing. Why all of a sudden you want to quit? Enough of that. Okay, now Dimples went live earlier. I was there from the beginning until the end. It was a good live. And she do like Dimples is a great content creator. She's new, but to me, she's doing a great job. She do express how she feel about things, which is her right. But she also have like content that she be giving. Like if it's something that she having a problem with, she'll look at the word and then start explaining the word. Like narcissist or whatever. She do a little educational thing, and then she gets back to the bullshit. So that's what she was doing tonight. It was a good live. I think about an hour and a half live, and she was saying something about Rodney in the lab. I thought this was so funny. Well, of course, somebody went to tell Rodney that Dimples was saying something about him or something, or either he was in the cloud. Well, of course, Rodney went live. And I looked over there, I peeped over there when he went live. I said, oh, and he had Dimples' name in the title. Now, I haven't got to see it, but I'm going to go over there and listen to what he had to say. But he was saying, like, what you ain't going to do, or something like that. So I know I'm going to get a kick out of that, okay? Uh, Dimples had a good crowd. She had like over 200 people, and that's great for being new, you know. And she could hold a crowd pretty good, you know. So that's saying a whole lot. But when I seen Dimples that went live, I put in the chat, uh-oh. Then I put another thing in the chat. Ooh, child. Somebody, I can't think of who that was, went back to me. Gave me the ooh, child back. And then somebody else came in and said Dimples, that Rodney was over there dragging Dimples. I thought that was funny. And then, I like when they drag each other too, because it don't be so bad. Like some people drags me, you know. So, I have to watch and see what happened. Um, Anybody else I say? Like I said, I'm gonna go and see what Rodney was talking about because I like Rodney. Okay. Now getting back to the VS thing, because I got off of that. I apologize. But Kwani, start dragging VS. VS left, she dropped off. I can understand it too, you know. But then Dovey and Kwani got into it. And Kwani wasn't, she didn't want to hear that shit that Dovey was talking. So I don't know if Dovey dropped Kwani or Kwani left. I haven't figured that out yet. I don't think Kwani been live either. Well, I started hearing in the streets after that. I think it was a YouTube camera said that Dovey had wound up over there. Brianna was telling Bree them what happened with the sit down between VS and Kwani. And so allegedly now, this was over here in this side of the street too. ZX went live and they say he was showing text messages and stuff from Kwani. I don't know. I didn't see it, so I can't say what the text messages said and all of that. And he had put the live on members. Okay, so I ain't no member. And like I said, I ain't no member on one channel, and that's to Treecy. Because like I said, when I used to be members on different channels, a content creator was talking about me and I was a member. And I said that shit wasn't gonna never happen no more. You ain't getting my money and then you talk about me. That's stupid. So that turned me against getting them doing membership with anybody else. And if Treecy ever talked about me, I'm dropping her membership. Okay? Because I'd be damned if I give you my money and you talk about me. I don't do that. And that's on other people. You want to do it that good, you can do it. Good, but I know I ain't doing it. Okay? Well, so it was out in the streets that different things that ZX was showing, like Kwani calling him back to back to back to back to back and texting him. Okay? So then when he when Dovey was over there at Brianna's telling them about it. She started reading texts that she was getting from Kwani. And it was like back to back texts and stuff like that. And I was saying, shit. Well, the next that later that evening, I think that's when Dovey, she had them dance classes, the dancing, with the music and stuff. She do that with James. Well, was up there doing that, showing people how to do the electric slide and stuff like that. Well, Quantity wound up hitting the lake. And child, they got into it real bad. I mean, bad. I'm not gonna go all off into it because I don't want to get into it with Dovey and I don't want to get into it with Quantity. I like both of them, but it was some hurtful shit said. And for y'all to be so cool, because y'all have talked on the phone. Quantity, you done gave Dovey money before. Y'all shouldn't be getting like that. It's some things you can say to people that you don't never come back from. But see, y'all relationship might be different. I don't know. But like I said, I'm not that cool with nobody on here. I don't want to talk to nobody on no phone. I don't want to text me getting texts back and forth. I'm not gonna do that. I must keep it the same way I've always had it. I've never been on the phone with people on here. And I'm not gonna start now just because I do go live. Because it ain't that serious. If it's something that somebody need to tell me, or say to me, they can hit my link. Tell me, drop your link. And I'll do it for friends and foe. But you ain't gonna never be able to get up here on nobody damn link and say nothing that I said nothing. And you ain't gonna have my name, my voice on the motherfucking recording, talking about none of that nothing. Okay? Because see, we having a problem with that. It's a big shit going over there in the 3 sector right now. I'm gonna get to that later, but about how the recordings and shit is, how the people releasing these goddamn texts on each other. I ain't got time for that kind of shit. Okay? And why would you talk to these people that you already know they record? You already know they release text message. Anybody that fool with ZX, he gonna record you. Anybody that contact him through text, he gonna show that shit. As soon as he get pissed off at you, and it is what it is. And why people study, do the shit, and get the same results. That's what insanity is. And I know I ain't goddamn insane. Okay? Well, honey, when Lady Quantum was up there answering questions and stuff and talking to Dovey, Lady Dimple's crazy ass. Lady Dimples, even though I love her, this is why she be getting cussed out all the goddamn time. She gonna drop in the damn chat and ask, was Quantum still living in a hotel? And then she asked also, is that all that Quantum had was $57? And so, I can't think of what Quantum has said. And she said that things in life changes, which they do. Like for us, her living condition, I don't know. I didn't know that Quantum was living in a hotel. I did not know that. But see, I heard before that she was, but I thought that she wasn't anymore. I thought they were like temporary, but I don't know. But her and Dovey got into it real bad, going back and forth. Quentin was telling Dover that she was tired and that she didn't want to argue with people anymore. And she sounded tired. But if you don't want to argue no more, Quentin, just stop arguing, stop dragging. Think of something else to do it for content. I know that you got to have something that you like. Besides that, well, her and Dover, they got into it and they were saying bad things back and forth to each other. Okay, and Quentin, I don't know if Dover dropped her this time because this is another day. I don't know if Quentin dropped or either Dover dropped Quentin. Well, after that happened, Dover kept on talking. And Quentin, she said she was going to call your mama on you. Now, I hope that you didn't get caught, Dover, that your mama phone number. Because if you did, she said she going to call her and she going to tell it on you. And you a grown woman. But see, I don't trust these goddamn people with nobody in my fucking family. They ain't gonna have shit on. And none of them gonna be calling and asking the motherfucking thing about Paulette. I don't like nobody on here like that. Ain't nobody here gonna meet my kids. Ain't nobody on here gonna be talking to my grandkids on no motherfucking phone. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about my great grandkids on no motherfucking phone. They don't need no goddamn body for nothing. It's on YouTube. So it ain't nothing to goddamn talk about. Okay? See, I don't get that. Well, another thing that happened, exposed TV. Allegedly, her kids got her iPad and went live and was cussing and shit, child. You hear me? They was cussing, cussing people out and who is that and all of this and stuff. But allegedly, she said them wasn't her goddamn kids. That she had left her iPad. I don't know if she left it at her friend's house or what she left it at. But some kind of way some kids got it. And I guess she had one of them location things on it. And she said the police took her to get her shit back. Now that's what she said. Okay. Okay. So I left from over the beef sector and I went over and hung out in the Mo3 beef sector. And there's something always going on over there. I was in the clouds, walking from cloud to cloud, trying to see what was going on over in the Mo3 beef sector. And I seen Judge Fifi was live. I didn't know what was going on the live, so I just sit there on the cloud, relaxed, and just looked. Well, she had been on for a while, and Happy hit the link. She was talking to some lady, and then Happy hit the link. And when Happy hit the link, they was telling him, "What you doing over here? You been over there on the other side, and this and that." And Happy said, "Well, I'm moving like a you be moving. I go where I want to go, and it shouldn't be a problem." And they was saying, "You need to pick a goddamn side, and you need to stay on your side." And he was saying, "I don't want to pick no side. I like a lot of people, but y'all know I'm down with y'all. But sometimes I like to go other places. You too friendly. That's what the problem is. You too friendly." They were saying stuff like that to him. And I don't know if he picked no side or not, but Happy. That they wasn't happy with you the other night. And I was saying, child. See, I'm not gonna have that. Ain't nobody gonna tell me where the hell I can go. You know? And then they be saying, you need to get down there. Somebody talking about somebody you like. I ain't got to do nothing. If I want to sit up there for 2 days, I can sit up there for 2 days if I want to. As long as I'm not talking about you, it shouldn't be a goddamn problem. As long as I ain't laughing with this shit, I can sit up there. But if I want to goddamn laugh about it, what you gonna do? All you can do is drag me. But ain't nobody on here gonna tell me where to go. Because I paid this for this goddamn computer. I paid the lights here, Wi-Fi here. And y'all not gonna get that right to do me like that. Okay? Now what you can do, like I told those people this before, block me. I don't give a damn. But your ass can't block no motherfucking cloud. I'm gonna keep my black ass up there, keep looking as long as I want to. And ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. You cannot block the clouds, bitch. Okay. Well, I was over there and I said, well, I'm gonna just wait a minute. Okay. Then I went back over to Dovis and Dovis told Quan that she had lost her goddamn man. And she was saying that, you know, she just was speechless, like she was still talking about Dovis. I mean, Quan. And that's when she was starting talking about she was gonna tell her mama. And Demetra, I went by there and she challenged Ness, since Ness always talking shit, talking about how Demetra hair look and this and that, which Demetra be wearing some fire wigs. Her styles be awesome. She likes to change her colors. I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, her wigs look a lot better than what that shit that Ness puts on her head. Them tubey wigs, them shit that look like plastic. And she be playing like she flat iron. And no, she not. You ain't got no heat on that goddamn flat iron. Because this shit it would stick together. But Demetrius shit ain't like that. Well, Demetrius Ness had been talking about how Demetrius look, child, how her makeup look, child, talking about how her hair look, her titties, and all kind of bullshit. She don't like nobody on her, y'all. Well, Demetrius told her, bitch, let's do a motherfucking challenge, hoe. She said, I challenge you to a wig and kind of putting on your best wig, bitch. I bet you I look better than you in my goddamn wig. She say bet she look better than you in her clothes. She say, so put your best shit on, bitch. She say she gonna beat you on the dressing, bitch. And she say, bitch, come on here with your regular face with no makeup on. She will too. And she'll beat your ass in that challenge. And she said you're gonna bag it up with a challenge, the goddamn makeup challenge. And she said she'll beat your ass with that too, girl. And I ain't heard you say you won't accept the challenge. I don't know why come people don't never accept meet your challenges. Because they know they can't do no better and they know that Demetra gonna beat their ass. That's why they don't take her challenge. She ain't talking about no dragon or nothing. She ain't talking about no kid. She said it's mono to mono. And ain't damn bitch took up on it. All them bitches that be talking about Demetra. Ain't no bitch took up on it. And this act like she ain't heard about the challenge. That's what them hoes do. You know? You see them said that she didn't. Oh, she said that she'll put her feet up against yours, Ness. She said she'll bet she'll win. Ness, she said she'll put her legs up against yours, Ness. And she said she'll win. Then she said she'll do a whole body. You can put your body up there and she put her body up there. And she said she guaranteed to win. Ness, she said she'll beat you at any goddamn challenge. To bring your weak ass out here and do it. Ho. Okay. Child, I'm running around over there in the Mo 3V sector one night, and I kept hearing word about Gina had paid somebody $2,000 to be admin on their motherfucking channel. Channel. Gina, if you was that dumb, and you saying that around here, don't use two streets, you saying yeah. But if you was that goddamn dumb bitch, why you want to buy my goddamn channel? I sell mine to you for 200. I already got 1,000. And the guy's monetized. Just give me 2,000. I mean 200. I ain't gonna take no 1,000. Shit. Okay. All right. So I got away from there. Well, then I went to 357 Broadway. He kept went live. He hadn't been live for a couple of days, and I really missed him. But I understand he do them long live. They gotta have time off. They can't just keep going and going and going. But I did tell them the hell I'd be missing you when you don't come on. But I ain't gonna press you about not, or nothing like that. I just had to find me some goddamn else to do, which I have a lot to do when you guys don't come on. When my favorites don't come on. I got shit to do. Okay? Because YouTube can make it where you don't do things that you need to do. Like catch up on my shows, watch movies that I had, I've been saying I'm gonna watch. A lot of shit. But when I went over there, he wasn't in the best of moods, okay? When he was doing his commentary, you could tell when he was talking, he wasn't really down for the shit. And plus, that's when that rapper and his child was on the line. And he said that affected him, because he got a daughter. And he didn't, well, anytime something like that happens, that's bad. Especially when your child get it just cause they with you, that's a hell of a thing. And if you live in that kind of life, that rapping life, that gambling life, or whatever kind of life, you done had trouble out of people before, and they've been threatening you and stuff. When you come out the house, do not bring your kids with you. And don't be letting people know where you live. Don't have your woman with you. Your brothers and sisters that you love, do not have them with you. Because they're not living the life you live. They're not. And that drill rap, like, that's the kind of rap they say he was doing. Because see, in Florida, they've been knocking each other out. Them drill rappers. So now this drill rapping shit, they knocking people off in Texas now. But I don't understand it, but it's not for me to understand because I don't, I never have been in, stuff like that. But like that's not the first time a child got killed with, because of somebody in their family was doing stuff. The kid in the car and wound up unalived and at a barbecue or whatever, or either just in my own home. But if you got people that in at your house that's doing wrong, it can happen. But it don't have to be your fault, just be somebody might have just dropped by your shit. And it went from there, you see? So just hopefully that this don't happen again, where somebody's child is with them, she was a cute little girl, 5 years old. Now they were saying that the little girl's birthday was like the day before. They had a good celebration. And then like Jul couple of was it February or something. They had something like at the little girls' elementary school where it was like a father-daughter thing. And he went over there to his daughter's school to take pictures and stuff with her. Well, there was another little child that daddy wasn't there. I guess the child was looking sad. So he let the little girl come and take pictures with them. He filled in for the dad for the day, for that whatever program they was having. And I thought that was cute. And they were showing the picture that he took with his daughter along with this other little girl. And it just made me sick. And okay, and that affected Broadway. He was in like a fucked up mood. He really wasn't for no bullshit. He said that too when he was doing the commentary at the beginning of the live. That that he was like pissed. And he said he didn't want no shit, no stupid shit out of some people. How they hit his Lincoln with that dumb shit and asking them dumbass questions. He wasn't for that shit. Well, when he was live, uh, Royalty, the one that be drunk, she be over talking him and stuff like that. And he kept telling her, shut up, I'm not for this shit. And she kept on. And he wound up throwing her off the stage, child. I was hollering. Do you hear me? Because he said he was going to do that. He was going to throw people off the stage and come up there with that dumb shit. And people didn't have to bow him down. He was going to throw their ass down. And I was hollering. And when he threw her ass off that stage, I was crying. Well, he let her come back up there. He said, didn't I tell you I was going to throw y'all ass off here, y'all, with that dumb shit? Okay. Well, in that live, Mink got thrown off the. Mink got brought down. Room Shaker, she was up there. She got brought down. Weeds Brown was up there. She got brought down. Mike Martin got brought down. SD got brought down. I mean, they was cleaning that goddamn stage. Do you hear me? Okay. All right. Then I was moving around some more the next day, and Gina and Not On My Watch was into it. And Gina was saying that she never did like Not On My Watch. She said because back in the day, when Mink and Not On My Watch got into it, then she said she hadn't like she hadn't like Not On My Watch since then. She said she don't care how many times Mink and Not On My Watch be cool and make up. She said she ain't never like Not On My Watch, and I'm not gonna start watching her. Well, honey, uh, Not On My Watch had scheduled a live, and she drug Gina. Which Gina was over there dragging her too. So they were both dragging the hell out of each other. And y'all know I told y'all the other week, all them was cool again. I don't know what the fuck going on, okay, with them. But Donna Goins, your crew, them girls, they is into it real bad. They've been into it for days. And they still into it as of today. I went by Judge Fifi, and it was a motherfucking mess over there. It was a goddamn mess. It was a damn mess. Now, I'm going to wait to talk about what happened today. Well, a couple of days ago, Now On My Watch say the reason that Gina don't like her is because she found out that DG and Not On My Watch had a sexcapade a couple of years ago. And Gina didn't know about it. But she said that's why because she's jealous of her. Well, Not On My Watch. I mean, Gina was saying, shit, I ain't want Donald. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. She was saying, that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. All right. Well, let me tell you this here. A couple of days before that, over there at Broadway, remember I told you, all them was up there getting along, the women, and they was against Donald. And Gina had told Donald that she had seen his wee-wee. And Donna said, bitch, no, you ain't. You ain't never seen my downstairs before. And she was like, yes, I have. And how? I ain't never sent it to you. Just know I know what it look like. Okay? That's what she was saying. And that's what he was saying. Well, honey, today, come to find out, Gina said not on my watch. Gave her 4 or 5 of DG's sex tapes. So see, that's how she know how his wee look. And then Gina said that not on my watch was talking about how she had to pay her. If she wanted copies of them sex tapes, then she had to pay her $500. And Gina said, you done lost your motherfucking mind, bitch. You know you already sent me them things. You know you done sent me his sex tape. That's how I got to see how his wee look. And y'all know what I did. I passed out, okay? Not on my watch. You doing too much, girl. So I don't know. I didn't have time to go over there and see what Donald was saying on their live. Well, some kind of way this morning, now I missed this part. I tried to catch up over there at Gina's. Well, when I went by Fifi's today, I was, it had been on like an hour before I got there. So when I got there, Fifi was up there and she was going off about not on my watch, which, I already know they've been into it for days. Well, honey, evidently, I guess they wasn't into it like they were showing the public they was into it because not on my watch. And Gina had talked, and Gina said, no, not on my watch, and Fifi had talked. And not on my watch told Fifi something about book. It was a goddamn mess about some doxing, and that book told Fifi that she had to give him $100 if he wanted to get the doxing information from her. And she said she wasn't giving him shit. She said she thought they was cooler than that. And she said she got the damn database where she could dox people off of. She just wanted him to do it and give her the information because she had other things to do. And she said she wasn't giving him shit. And then she also said that book and not on my watch that they bow is some kind of program that you can get to pull up all this information that Fifi them begin when they doxing people. And she said that book and not on my watch paid for his thing together. Like she paid $50. And he can pull up all that information. Now that's what Fifi said that she was told that book and not on my watch. You got a way they can go in and get information on people. Like court cases and your background and all of that kind of shit, y'all. So allegedly, not on my watch had contacted Sin City and told her some stuff. And so Sin City, not on my watch allegedly tried to make look like Fifi had said some shit. And Fifi had said, I know I ain't said shit. And she said, only 2 people that know this shit is book and not on my watch. And one of you told Sin City. Well, child, they had been arguing and stuff. And so Sin City hit the damn link and told Fifi, I've been telling y'all and not on my watch tell me all y'all business. But y'all wouldn't listen. And now you see that she telling all your goddamn business. And I was like, shut the front door and go out the back. Do you hear me? I was saying, shut the front door and go out the back. And then, not on my watch before that, she kept hitting Fifi link. Well, honey, after Fifi hit that, after Sin City hit that link, not on my watch didn't come back. And Fifi was saying, come on back, my watch. Come up here. Man, I want you and Sin City up here. Honey, didn't nobody hit, did not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Well, 88 was up there and she was trying to tell Fifi, girl, you got it all wrong. And this and that, and you need to make you not on my watch, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to handle this behind stage. People say, I ain't handling no goddamn thing behind stage. This shit was played out on this goddamn internet. And they're trying to tell me what I said, and I ain't said shit. I just want to know what the hell going on. And honey, again, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Well, while Fifi was doing that talking that shit. Hey, wait. I'm trying to keep this kind of shit kind of in order, but I'm gonna have to bounce around on this. Well, like yesterday when not on my watch was dragging Gina, she was saying that Gina want DG and all that kind of stuff, and she said that Gina can't afford to buy soap or tampons, and she was saying that Gina was a beggar, and she said that Gina lost her job because she failed a drug test. She said that Gina was mad at her because her and DG had cooked up like 2 years ago, and they had in Arizona, and they had a sexcapade. And she said that Gina had been to 3 rehabs within the last 11 years. And she said that Gina wasn't no accountant; she was a bookkeeper for an accountant. And then, like I told y'all before, that when Gina had gave her letter to, I think it was Duck, that it said that she had lost her job because of unprofessional behavior. What is that? Okay, hold on. And she said that Gina, how she take baths and stuff and be online. And she said that when Gina got out that bath water, it was brown. That her ass was so dirty, her water was brown. And she said that you look like a kind of person that Gina like the kind of person that'll dig in her ass and smell her fingers. And she also they said that Gina and Peaches was over there on her live, and they were threatening to come to kick not on my watch ass in Arizona. Not on my watch. She said she gonna do whatever she gotta do. She gonna protect herself and her son. Bring y'all ass on. That's what she said. If she ain't down with them threats, and she said that Gina, you only 3 hours from her. Okay. And she said if you don't leave her alone, she gonna drag your ass. Gina, she said she gonna drag your ass for 30 days and 30 nights. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back over to what happened on Fifi's this evening when I went over there. Fifi was dragging Sin City. She was dragging Not on My Watch, and she also drug Book. She said that Sin was mad at her because she was on Ratchet Panel. And she said, I think Fifi said that he had so many thousands of people in his live, and he let her get on his panel, for exposure to his crowd and this and that, which I don't think is a bad thing. Moving around, you got find somebody got thousands of people in their chat and they want you to come up on their panel. Hell, why not go up there and get shouted out and get you some subscribers? That's like one person watching the other one back. Okay, so that's not bad. And she said this Sin City that she have to use penicillin shots all the time because she has syphilis. Now that's what she said. Sin City. I ain't saying this. I'm just telling you what uh, Fifi was saying before you got over there and hit that panel. Okay, and she said that she dare you to dock on her goddamn door like you did Woo the gun. She gonna blow your scalp back. And she said that uh, show proof that she reached out to her for anything. CNC. She said she ain't never reached out to you. She don't like you, so she ain't got no reason to reach out to you. And she said, if you got proof, why don't you show it? Because she said she know you ain't got no goddamn proof. Okay. And then now that was what she had said saying. But now this what she said to not on my watch. She said, you run your mouth too goddamn much. And she said, bitch, you ain't the only one that got some motherfucking recording. She got some too, ho. But she said, you know you record. And she said, you are blocked. And she said that you got mad at her not on my watch because Gina, she was over there. Gina's on Gina panel when Gina was dragging you and doxing you. And she said, why you so mad at her? She said, Mink was up there too. Why you ain't say nothing to Mink? She said, why the hell you say something to her for? She said, you cooler with Mink than she is. So if you were going to be mad, you ought to be mad at both of them. She want to know why come you wasn't mad at me. You know, she said that both of them was up there. But you want to take it out on her. No, this is okay. Okay. And she unmodded and she blocked Book. She said Book had a warrant for his arrest. And she said that Book is a coward. She denounced Book and not on my watch. And she called him by his real name, child. She said that Book and not on my watch are haters. And she said, why the hell would she pay you $100 for any goddamn thing, Book? And she said, Book, and not on my watch. She said, make your next move your best move. And then again, I'm this part when she said, now my watch sent her 5 of DG sex tapes. And she says, DG, she told you she seen your dick over there on that panel. But you didn't know that. Not on my watch sent them to her. Okay. Let me see what else. Ooh, child. Okay, now Book, he hit the link. And he said he didn't have no damn warrant. He told Fifi he didn't have no goddamn warrant. And then he really didn't have a whole lot to say, you know, because I know he probably had been there the whole lab up in the cloud. But when the shit got when Sin City hit the lab, then, you know, I guess that's why come he hit the lab, because he's still trying to find out how his name is all in this shit. And he don't really talk to them. So I don't know if they'll ever get that figured out. Okay. All righty. All right. Then I went to 357s. And Raven was on the panel. And it's a new character unlocked that I didn't know. The person's name is Chandler Turner Cal. And she said she'd like to be called either Fifi or Cece. I don't know which one. But honey, she was like a snake attacking Raven. She said that Raven had something to do with Dolph Erder. And honey, she wasn't backing down. She was talking that shit. And they went into it back and forth for a long time. And there was a bag dropped on Fifi, which I'm not to judge Fifi. I'm talking about this new lady, the Fifi or Cece. I don't, like I said, I don't know her name actually. And then they bought Gina down. Okay? Let me go down and see what else I got. Oh, and Fifi, I told, so let Donald said to Donald, if you want to denounce her, go ahead and denounce her, do whatever you want to do. And she said she's tired of that flawless name. She said she was tired of that name. Now, I don't know if she changed it or when she gonna change it, but it looks like she don't want to be that game no more. But I think y'all out. But nah, I ain't gonna say what I think. I know it's a goddamn mess. Y'all both been all together, but now all of y'all are separate and messing with and dragging each other. It's not the people out in the streets that's doing it. It's y'all tearing each other up. Where ain't nobody else got to drag y'all. So y'all shit ain't together at all. Okay. Now when I was at Dimples, she said her and Jay Dunn had got into it. I don't know if it was a nest or where, but they had been into it. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And then also when I was over there at Dimples, in the chat, somebody had put in the chat that Pizarro wanted to hold a town hall meeting. I looked on Pizarro channel. I didn't see anything about a town hall meeting before I went live. And I also looked on her wall. I didn't see anything about no town hall meeting. So on that, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to see if that's it. Yeah, that's it. Hey, Lady Sparkles. Hey, E-Money. Hey, TC. Okay, I think that's it. If you guys don't mind, hit the like button on the way out. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 3,000. Wow. I'm a long way away, but every subscription count. Okay. Hey, Zero Likeness. Oh, Shelly. Oh, Shelly. Talked about it. Okay, thank you, Zero Lightning. Because see, I got that wrong. Whoever put that in Dimple's thing, they put in there that Pizarro wanted it. So it was Shelly that wanted the town hall meeting. Okay. So I don't know. I have to go over there to Shelly's. That's another place I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go by Shelly's. And where else I said I need to go? And I want to say this here, YouTube camera, if you listen to me, damn it, I got a damn bone to pick with you, okay? Now look, Sassy is on Lynn. You know how long Lynn is. You got to fucking liven up because your ass is so goddamn down in the morning. That's a bummer. And it, I, I want to cuss your ass out yesterday. And I want to cuss your motherfucking ass out today when I was over there. You got to liven up, goddamn. If you don't want to be loud, don't go loud, but don't be some of this motherfucker complaining. Because don't nobody give a fuck. And don't nobody want to hear that bullshit at that time of goddamn morning. And Sassy gonna be gone over a month. So you used to do your motherfucking lives by yourself. God damn. Hey, FU University. The fuck? If it ain't no better tomorrow, I'm gonna have to throw some deuces up you until Sassy get back. God damn. Shit. You acting like it's the goddamn end of the fucking world. Fuck. And like I said, I'll be back over there in the morning. But the last 2 mornings, you have been a downer. I mean, a downer. And that's not, nobody don't need that at that time of morning. Come on later if you got to come on later. But that goddamn early in the morning with that bullshit, I don't want to hear that shit like that. I don't want to hear about how much coffee you need to drink. I don't want to hear about no goddamn mushroom coffee. Mushroom coffee ain't got no caffeine in it. Now I know that damn much. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed, but I ain't the dullest one. Shit. Damn. Y'all, I'm getting ready to get out of here. See, I almost got pissed off and started cussing that girl out. And I like you too, Campbell. I ain't got no reason to cuss her out. Now I just have to if her damn live ain't no live tomorrow, I'm gonna holler them deuces. I'm putting them deuces up until I might check on her once a week. You see what I'm saying? But I refuse to go through that goddamn shit in the morning. That messes my day up. And that's 2 damn days in a row. Now I'm gonna try this bullshit again in the morning. Now if it ain't no goddamn bell, I'm gonna get up there on your panel and cuss your motherfucking ass out. Okay? You start that bullshit tomorrow on that live. I'm gonna ask you the goddamn link. And I'm gonna come up there and I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Now that's all I got to say about this goddamn shit. Enough is goddamn enough. Ooh, child. I sure didn't want to have to cuss. I don't want to have to cuss that girl out, but ooh, child. You too, Kevin. I ain't never cuss you out, but I'm gonna cuss your motherfucker. Do it. Try it again tomorrow. Try it. Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.